Hey YouTube, my name is Devin and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my November wrap-up video, and in November I read 3 books. 2 of them were novels and 1 of them was a graphic novel, and so I'm going to tell you what I thought of them. The first book I read in November was The Future of Us by Jay Asher and Carolyn Mackler, and this book surprised me because I liked it a lot more than I thought I would. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It is about these 2 teenagers named Emma and Josh, and from the beginning of the book you can tell that they used to be really close friends and then something happened. They had some sort of fallout, and it's through the process of the story that you find out kind of what that fallout was and what happened between them and with their friendship. At the beginning of the book, Emma's dad buys her a new computer, and obviously in 1996 that was a big deal to own a computer. And Josh's family was sent a CD-ROM in the mail, and so Josh's mom makes him take it over to Emma and help her set it up on her new computer. He takes it to Emma and they install it on her computer, and they are automatically logged into Facebook. But in 1996, Facebook wasn't invented yet. So they find themselves looking at their profiles, their Facebook profiles, from 15 years in the future. And it has their kids, their spouses, their pictures, their status updates. It has everything, and they can see exactly what their life's going to be like 15 years from the day that they're looking at it. It's a really interesting concept, and it makes you think about how everything that you do has an impact on your life, and all the decisions that you make have some type of impact later in life. And also, like, obviously I have Facebook. Most people have Facebook. Well, a lot of people have Facebook. So it's just really relatable and interesting to see these teenagers from the 90s trying to navigate and figure out Facebook. The second book I read in November was Life and Death by Stephanie Meyer, and I loved it so much. Life and Death is the gender-swapped retelling of the classic Twilight tale, also by Stephanie Meyer, but in this case it centers around Edith and Beau. And Edith is the vampire. She's Edward's character. And Beau is the human character. He is Bella's character, essentially. So I think Stephanie Meyer did this because she was getting a lot of hate about how she made a typical damsel in distress book when writing Twilight, because Bella was weak and she needed Edward to come save her. So she wanted to show that that wasn't the case, and it didn't have to be that way. And whether Edward was the girl and Bella was the boy, or Bella was the girl and Edward was the boy, the story would have played out the same. And it was still freaking amazing. It took me like 50 pages to get into the writing because I could only think of Twilight, and I was just thinking, okay, so this is Edward saying this and this is Bella saying this. Okay, so then this character is actually Mike, or this character is actually Eric. And so I kind of had to get out of Twilight and start seeing this as a different book to start enjoying it. I won't spoil you, but you probably already have heard that the ending of Life and Death is a lot different than the ending of Twilight, and I liked this ending so much. I also gave this book 5 out of 5 stars just because it was so captivating and so good. Stephanie Meyer is such a wonderful author. The third book I read was The Undertaking of Lily Chen by Danica Nagordov. I'm so sorry, I don't know how to say her last name. I can't pronounce it. But the cover for this book is what drew me in the first place, because it is this awesome skull. This book was a giant letdown. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, but honestly I could have given it 2. The only reason I gave it 3 was because I really liked the art style, and it wasn't terrible, it was just not very interesting. The characters were kind of bland and very annoying, and also the storyline wasn't captivating at all. It was just meh for me. I was really excited to read this book because I got it out of my school library, and my school library has a really good selection of graphic novels, and I think maybe if more kids knew that, or if they tried reading graphic novels instead of just the classic books we read in English class, maybe more kids would get into reading and like reading. That's all that I read in November. I know it wasn't a ton, but it was pretty good books for the most part, other than The Undertaking of Lily Chen. So that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!